go. Alright. Before I get started, just kind of, check around the usual places. As I always usually do at most, you know, the thing I like to check on I like to check Discord, make sure like all the bots and their notifications and whatnot. Usually they do, but you know, it's also kind of like a matter of I say it's also kind of like a matter of you know, trying to you know, like it should be like a matter of just like trying to um like to clear everything out and whatnot. Apparently I got another quest thing to get some orbs, so we'll let that play a little bit. But I guess while I wait for the quest thing to play the video to win some orbs, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just do my intro. So, yeah, as always everyone, heyo, my fellow remote maniacs. It's Mr. Wilbur Roses here, and welcome to yet another installment of Let's Plays Live, where I stream random things at random times for various different reasons. And today I wasn't really doing much of anything, and I was just like, you know what? I kind of want to, you know, maybe do probably like, you know, a couple of streams today at most, you know, something that's not planned, and another thing that, you know, is going to be hopefully planned. And today I figured I kind of start things off by doing some more Night Rain, because yeah, you know, I like playing some Night Rain every now and then. Probably, you know, I like even on my downtime, like, you know, a lot of times I would, you know, be playing it. But yeah, today we're gonna be doing more of our Havel Raider run in the game. Last time I did this, I took on I took on Doctor of Night, aka Fulgor, and then I took on Equilibrious Beast, aka Libra. What the fuck? And the reasons for, like, you know, the opposite ends is because the reason for the opposite ends, more or less, was because I queued up for both of them to see, like, you know, what I'd get first. And sure enough, I got Doctor of Night. Excuse me. But yeah, I got Doctor of Night first, which I thought was kind of funny. And another funny thing, if you want to call it that, expedition, we actually got invaded by Libra itself. Um, yeah, like we tried that. We did the thing of like we were on expedition and whatnot, and then like during the run we actually got invaded by Libra, who who put a curse on us. They're pretty much like they're kind of like half our health and everything, and yeah, that was it's quite an interesting little moment in my opinion. It's quite an interesting little moment in my opinion. Okay. But we got enough we had enough runs. So I think someone else actually paid off the toll. Yeah, someone actually paid it off and all that, and yeah. Give me just a sec. Some reason, for some weird reason, um, it's giving me issues trying to to claim the reward of this quest thing. Cause it's like, because I'm doing it on mobile, it's like, oh, like, are you human? And it's like, oh, detecting life form, detecting organic life forms and shit like that. There we go. We got it done now. Alright. Going to check the stream one more time to see how it's looking sound and everything, hopefully. And yeah, and for those that might be wondering, like, why you sometimes, why you will hear me double sometimes, like that. It's because I'm pretty much, it's because I am a small streamer that I don't really have like a whole lot of people that, I don't really have anyone that comes by, and I think I don't really have anyone that like, that comes by and, like lets me know, like, if anything, if everything's good and all that. I have mods, but they're not always known to really be around. There's like only like one, even though he likes to look in the shadows, but yeah, it's a little thing that I do every now and then where it's like when I go live and like I check I check Discord, check the bots, see if they've done their thing, and then I go on Twitch via mobile, bring up my little I think it's like career dashboard, and then like I kind of like unmute my stream a little bit and have it, and then I unmute my stream a little bit, see how it's, everything's sounding and all that, and then I pretty much just have it running in the background, because there have been times, unfortunately, where it's like, oh, I'm streaming, everything seems to be going good, and then when I'm about to end, I found out my stream ended abruptly, like randomly and abruptly, to the point where it's like, I didn't even know, because sometimes Twitch can be an actual bitch about this, and I don't know why, it's a little bit of a thing, but it's like, like everything that you guys see before you, like the little, the PlayStation 4 overlay, if you want to call it that. It's like there have been times where it's like, like I'd be streaming, everything be showing up and all that, and the next thing I know, it's like I go to my PC channel, and I see in my chat box it's pretty much been locked with shield mode on, which usually means I'm offline, and yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we are donned in the Havel outfit, aka the Rock Light outfit. For those who don't know. So, for those that are new to the channel, or the series and everything like that, every now and then I like to play Night Rain. Like I play Night Rain quite a bit. A handful of times I'll do it on stream, and other times, like I'll do it off stream. Just grinding like for like more currency, more possible relics, to use for future builds. Maybe even like get more Sovereign Sigils, depending on whatever the Sovereign boss is currently around. And I do, and I kind of do these, and I kind of do these like these little playthroughs as what I like to kind of refer to as like fun runs. You know, like usually most of the time I'll just like go for the main bosses in the game. So like for example, like no, they're out. Like I don't usually do balancers or dreadlord stuff like that. Although in this one I actually did because I was kind of like curious to see how my luck would be. But usually I don't do DLC bosses. Uh, and yeah, like sometimes I might like try out random builds for certain characters here and there. And then there's also what I like to refer to as cosplay builds, where it's like where it's like I take like I take like a garb armament thing that's on certain characters, and I try like to make and like I try to like make a build based around whatever the origin thing of the thing is about. Like for example, this armor right here that you see right before you, this is known as the rock-like armor, or the Havel set. This is based off of an NPC character called Havel the Rock, which I always thought for a long while was called Havel Monster, but I kind of blame my friend Onyx for that. No offense, but um, but yeah, like but yeah, like the whole idea is trying like figure out what kind of trying to do maybe like a little research here and there, find out what kind of build stuff to go with to make in this cosplay build and everything like that, and just go through the bosses, with the look and the build, and just yeah. So this is the build that I have. This is as you can see called Havel Raider. I'm using Raider's Goblet, which has a red, blue, and yellow slot for aromatics. So the first one is a red Grand Burning Scene, where it has dormant power, helps discover great hammers. Items confer effect on all of my allies, and physical attack up +2. Next we have a blue Grand Drizzly Scene, where it has improved poise near Tolem Stella. HP restoration upon great hammer attacks, and taking attacks improves attack power. And the final one, we have a yellow Grand Luminous Scene, where it has a thing for Raider, where damage taken while using character skill improves attack power and stamina. Ultimate auto charge +2 and +1 in poise. So the whole thing with this build, more or less, is that it's trying to get great hammers as much as I can. Hopefully find some really nice ones to use. Um, having a little physical attack on +2, a little physical up in my physical attack and everything. Um, and like having like some like having the ability to like have a little bit of some improve my poise a little bit, especially when I bring out Totem Stella, and everything, and of course like having I guess usually it's first like a thing where it's like I have poise, and like every time I take some sort of hits, I gain like a temporary little boost of strength and everything like that, and the great hammers were like the one thing that I saw that was like I guess it's just kind of like recommended, other than like colossal weapons, to use for a Havel for a Havel build. And everything else just kind of like is just there because when it comes to relics and Night Rain, it's always like RNGeebus. You never know exactly what you're gonna get. It's always random. So you try and go you try and go with like the best of what you can, of what you can get basically. So yeah, but yeah, before I queue up for my thing, I'm going to conjure a shifting earth. We'll bring out the mountaintop, and we'll explain why. I actually didn't mean to go there. So, the reason why I'm bringing out the mountaintop is because we're going to be trying to see if we can get queued into an expedition against Caligo, aka Fissure in the Fog. So, this is a boss that's basically a giant ass ice dragon. And the one thing about and the one thing about this boss is that it's going to deal frost damage, and the best way to kind of mitigate that or make it, the boss fight a little bit more tolerable is if you have the mountaintop shifting earth. Whether it be like, by RNG's chance or like, if you or someone goes to like the collector signboard and, conjures it up that way. Now, as I usually kind of explain with my runs like these, I usually do things in trios, so like I'm often at times, queue up with a couple of randoms. Um, and, I just see how things go. Um, Usually I try and, stick it out as much as possible, but like unless, both of my teammates decide to up and leave for whatever fucking reason, then I usually leave last. Only other time that I might leave on my own accord is like either like if something happens like say network error, like game network error, or PlayStation, tries to make me go offline. Or in the rare ass, scenario, I feel like, or towards like, I feel like, my teammates are not really that good and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, well, they're not, they're going down a lot, so I'm just going to just up and leave and, just like requeue for someone and hope for someone, some better, some better people. Um, I usually try and do 2 bosses per stream because it takes quite a bit. I feel like it takes quite a bit of time at most to to get to do the bosses, like and everything. Especially like when trying to find someone to possibly queue up with. Especially like when trying to like possibly find people to queue up with. Especially like, if you're going in solo. Um, and depending on how things go, will determine whether or not like if I fully VOD the stream or like make like a half type of thing, or it's like I make like a video showing the winning expedition, or if I don't do anything at all. So like for example, if I go get into both bosses and beat them in any sort of way, then obviously like I'm gonna full VOD the whole stream, start to finish. But if I can only get into one boss but not the other, or like if I get into one boss but can't be able to have a successful thing against the other boss, then I kind of do a little thing that I call a stream highlight, where I just like have the expedition, like the winning expedition, of that particular fight, of that particular boss, I should say, and I'll just keep it on Twitch for a good little while until I maybe run out of room because of how Twitch has the fucking storage limit for VODs. But of course, if I can't go to, but of course, if I can't be able to get into any session whatsoever, then I usually just be like, or if I can't get into any session whatsoever, or like, or like, or like, I have like a failure of a run, some way, then, I basically just, let it, I either like let Twitch get rid of it, the bot itself, or B, I just, get rid of it on my terms, and, just kind of consider it to be a failure of a run for that particular moment. And I'm kind of doing the thing right now where it's like, I'm trying to see if I can get, I'm trying to see if I can if I can like somehow get like an expedition, uh, I'm trying to see if I can do like a little thing where it's like, I get the mountaintop shifting earth for the expedition, to help out, I get to help out against Caligo. because like I said, having the mountaintop shifting earth for that boss, it makes things a bit more tolerable. Because you're not gonna always be, you're not gonna get as much frostbite, stuff and everything. But I'd say for right now is that if I don't somehow get into a session when the 1 hour mark hits, then I'll probably just YOLO it and see if I, just, get into a session with, without the shifting earth being, toggleable. By the way, okay, it's still those bosses. Oh god, I just had a thought about something. Because of how regular and Everdark are a thing, excuse me. I was just like remembering. I was like, oh wait, I was like, oh wait, I kind of remembered that fucking Everdark version of the Caligo is on this rotation, even though I think it's gonna be changing like later on today or something like that at most. And I was just like, well, like I'll queue it for regular. I was like, well, I'll try like maybe like queue it for regular and Everdark, Caligo, and see what happens. Which I'd say like when it comes to like Everdark Caligo, I don't really like facing it all that much. But like if I'm doing like like a run thing like this, and all that, I'm like, oh okay, well like I have like an alternate option per se, then I might try it out. Especially like I said, if I know what boss I'm going to go into, and what Everdark boss is here, and like what what and like maybe like figure out what kind of shifting earth thing to make me to may or may not to maybe or maybe not conjure up. Which I guess while we probably still talk about it even every now and then. Man, it just wouldn't. Anyway, so here at the collector sideboard, you can be able to do a thing of conjuring a shifting earth. Now there's a few options to choose from, and certain ones are more beneficial for certain bosses, in my opinion. But I'm gonna kind of go down the list, if you will. And there's you have like a thing in that almost like in the top middle like part of the map. You go down, take on like some it's like some fire monk boils or whatever the fuck they're called, like the giant fat fuckers who act like who act like the Godskin duo or at least the fat Godskin. Um, and then you go down and you face the magma worm. And once you do that, you be able to open up a little thing to make certain weapons be quote unquote legendary. You can be able to have like say your starting armament, that you come in with, be like max +3, or you can be able to like upgrade some other weapons here and there, to like to be more powerful, a bit more powerful and everything like that. Um, this is I say this shifting earth I would say is good for any boss in particular. It's pretty much good for any boss in my opinion. It's like if you want to have like a like a moment of like, oh, I'm gonna have We'll try to see if I can, like hopefully find like some good weaponry or something like that. Maybe make one of them, legendary legendary and all that. Then bada bing, bada boom. Next up is Mountaintop, which is what we're kind of gearing towards. So, Mountaintop pretty much has the thing where it's like, it has like a little a random little area that has like like a snowy mountaintop thing to go for. Um, sometimes you'll find like some giant trolls, maybe like a dragon or two, and you can go if you go here, you can be able to get the favor of the mountaintop where I think it's like frostbite. It's like kind of like it gets kind of get. I think it's kind of like it's cut in half as far as like damage goes. And then I think like when frostbite's in the vicinity, like when frostbite happens in the vicinity, then I think you get like an increase in your attack power. This mostly is good for Caligo. Yeah. Mountaintop is mostly used for Caligo because he's the only one Caligo's the only one that is to do ice damage stuff. Rotted Woods. So Rotted Woods has like a little woodland area. I think it's like at the bottom right hand side of the map, and it's going to have like a handful like open field bosses and everything like that. And then the power for that is basically like being immune to Scarlet Rot, and also having what some people kind of refer to as the Bloodborne effect, the Bloodborne Rally effect, where you have where it's like a partial HP restoration upon bonus damage attack. So if you take if you take damage of some sort, then you can be able to have a chance to get some of that health back if not maybe in full. And I think there's maybe like a couple of bosses that most that some people might use it for. Oh boy. So yeah, my figure's gonna be over at Caligo. But yeah, there's gonna be like a couple of bosses that I've kind of brought it out for at times. One of them being for Libra, because he can be able to poison them, and you can hit him with Scarlet Rot, and whatnot. And sometimes I think I might have like also kind of brought it out from time to time for Fulgore, because you can be able to hit him with poison, especially hit him with Rot, especially if you can't be able to maybe find like a lightning based weapon type stuff to use. Okay. Ooh. That's actually a very nice that's actually a very nice red relic the Wild just got there. Kind of doing things one-handed right there. It's gonna be a magic place. Got Big Jardu acting like he's Alexander. Take that. Magic pot. Jeez, take that, because why not? It's a great hammer. Ooh. You want that? Oh wait, hold on. Actually, hold on. Do you want that? Okay. Yeah. Just know that I dropped it. You know, it's like I dropped it. You know, gave you the opportunity. With a two-hand this weapon. She's Moose. There now. Strong. Level 5. Something's dying up here. Might be a abductive virgin. Okay, so apparently it was a scholar. Take that for now, I guess. Always get that when you can, because it's like always get that one. Always get those things when you can, because you never know exactly what you're gonna build, what it's gonna reveal. Yeah, like sometimes like it could be, sometimes it could reveal like like chests. Sometimes it could reveal scarabs. Maybe you might get a little bit of both. I don't know. Thumbs up, give it up. You know, I'm gonna get maximum stamina. Because I don't know about you, but I think it's the maximum stamina is maybe not. Got the Scion. I was like, give me the head, but you won't give me the head. I call complete bullshit on that. Get it, hammer! Well, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Alright. I don't know if they're gonna. I was saying, I don't think there's gonna be a boss over here because Valentine's pretty close. Yeah, there's nothing over here. It's good to casserole. Let's see, let's see what kind of stuff and things is down here, shall we? Should have a decent amount of time. It's doggo. Well, I think I know what I'm gonna get. Like, we don't know if we're going on time for that. So I guess that, because it's the only one that was really quote unquote good. I think 12's the only one that was really good to use from that. That's a great axe. To be fair, we ain't get time to play around with you. Stompy McGee's over her. Big old stumpy monkeys over here. Take that. Alright, so definitely the idea that I have right now is, I'm gonna keep this because, you know, because it is fire, and Caligo's main thing is gonna be fire. I say probably might keep this because, you know, they have the FP restoration upon landing attacks, and I can use that and put that in my offhand. So. Is that a fireplace over there? I believe it is. Hello Ava, welcome on in. How are you doing today? I'm doing alright, just doing some cosplay fun build in the Elden Ring Night Ring. Doing what I call the Havel Raider. And I'm somehow missing all my shots with this fucking thing. Going to attempt to take on Everdark Caligo because I couldn't get queued up for a regular Caligo fight. And I'm poisoned. Funny thing, I always thought he was called Havel Monster, but I kind of blame my friend for that because he was on the making character. Because I think like he was on the making character back then called Havel Monster that, you know, like had the Havel set and everything. Ouch. But yeah, usually at Night Rain, I'm always on to be the Onion Rainer. Of course, I can have like the Katarina skin on, but in this case, because like I said, I'm doing a cosplay, you know, build, I'm doing a thing that's about as good as I can do for a Havel build. Really close to fall when I first played the pad. Hey, it happens to the best of us. I'll take Holy Ground, low HP. But yeah, like I said earlier, I don't mind really repeating it, but when I play a lot of Night Rain, and I do what I like to call like fun runs, where it's just like, I just, you know, I go up against like main bosses and stuff at most. You're being raided, although you should be able to clear count. I mean, maybe, but like I don't really like playing Night Rain solo. Like trust me, I have tried Night Rain solo before, but it's just not really my favorite little thing to do. Like when I played when I did a Night Rain solo, I did my main character Iron Eye, and it was quite the journey. Whew. I mean, in some cases, yeah, but like, you know, if you get like the right build and shit, then, you know, maybe you might get lucky. Because the one thing I always say, because the one thing I always go for, and this is just my 2 cents. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that or anything like that, but yeah, as I was saying though, in my opinion, if you get like if you're able to get something that has like Wraith while walking, if you're playing as Iron Eye, then it's pretty much like a guarantee, like just like a GG, nice little thing to have as like an alternate or whatever. Because all you got to do then is just like just free aim and let the Wraith take care of whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's always the thing I like having on my my Iron Eye playthroughs. You skip balls? What do you mean balls? I think there was the shield actually. I'm getting the Smithing Stone too. Oh, giant bubbles are forming. That means Augur's here. The Elden Beast Jellyfish Wannabe. I'm gonna go get I'm gonna get your sting first. I mean, yeah, but it is what it is, I can't always build a good thing. Much I don't like having to fight, don't like doing it, because I'm not Iron Eye and I don't have a like a projectile thing. Son of a bitch! Oh well, they got it. That's also restores FP. But yeah, since you're here and everything, this is my build. This is what I call my Havel Raider build right here. I did a solo run a bit ago and got Flame Trap on in, got obliterated frame. Eesh. I say like when it comes to Augur, like it's like I said, it's one of those situations where it's like it's crazy. It's a pretty good relic. Thank you. Like I have been how you say it, grinding my ass off on this game. To try to figure like like really good relics and everything for not just like this character, but for all the characters. Where are we going? I'll take it. Why not? But yeah, this is what like I said. This is what like I said earlier. This is what I like to call a cosplay build. Where it's like I try to make make builds and everything like that. Which was like yeah, like there would have been so much cool stuff to have, and everything. But for some reason, FromSoft ain't doing shit with it. Yeah, I would also say like maybe like also like having your own like choosing what effects you want. Like having like the like the ultimate type thing. Ah damn. Instead of attacks that gain damage. I'd have it be like extra things. What builds? Yeah. The one thing I always remember talking about back then, was, ouch. Yeah, yeah. Those are some nice little ideas that most be, but yeah. The one thing I always remember, the one thing I always talked about back then, that I always found that, that was always a problem with Night Rain, especially with Deep of Night, mostly, was that there was nothing to shoot for. There's no real reason to do Deep of Night whatsoever. It's like a sorry but not sorry, but like Deep of Night is just absolute trash. Like you get bumblefuck all from it. Yeah, and that, yeah, like you might as well be better off just like having like an alternate mode or something like that, where it's like, oh, like I'm gonna like hit like the right right on the D-pad, and then suddenly there's like a New Game Plus version or something like that. Enjoy another reason, keep playing, but I'd rather have they focused on the explore or, oh god, boss rush mode. To me, like the one thing I feel like they could have done was they could have had like an urn for all the characters where it's like like an all white slot. Then that would have been an interesting thing to have, especially like with the having the quote unquote evil night relics and everything, and like having like new ways to play the base game or like Avatar stuff or whatever. They could have done that, but no. Basically, in a nutshell, FromSoft fucked up. Dragon Fact. It's like, man, it's like they could have just done the thing where it's like, they had like the extra relics be used for like base game to actually like have, like a new type of play style, and everything like that. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have this, and like have these little effects, and they could have still kept the fucking like the mitigating effects or whatever, but but now there's like there's one thing only. Part of me wanted to get that fucking bow that draws, but anything that would to reduce the frostness. Speaking of frost, ow. I don't know, I don't think we're going to be able to really take on this dragon boss here. Come on. Okay. Yeah, jump, please. There's a scarab down there. There's a scarab down there, and I kind of want to get it, but at the same time, though. Oh, we. I'll say, oh, where that head though? Oh yeah. I don't know. You know, it's power randoms and stuff, so. That's just how it be, you know, everything. Yep, it is. And it's also fire, so I can basically get two things fire. Speaking of fire, apparently we're gonna be getting the Godskin duo. Cause when you see like these white flame monk bitches and everything like that, that means you're gonna get the Godskin. Hold on. I mean, well, they still are annoying, and I don't like them. Because apparently FromSoft has a boner for them in regular Elden Ring. Alright, fat fucker's down. Now time to finish Venus himself. There we go. Improve the attack power. Cause you will get more of that fire. Hold on. See what I can do here. Yeah. I'll just do that. That. Those. Just doing it for the hell of it. Because, you know. Okay. Yeah, definitely say I'm gonna, try and keep this one, especially like if I need to, maybe get some FP back. Okay. So, I haven't faced Avatar Caligo in a while. He tried to whip a nay-nay. Ow! No. I had no choice but to use my character skill for that. Trust me when I say I am. Ah, god damn it. I don't know. Thank you. Can I have my tone stealth, please? Get up. Nice. Nice. Haha. Ah.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Fuck yeah. Oh, red duty. Gotta love it. And I got some additional sigils back. So now that we've taken on Fissure and the Phil, aka Caligo, the only one left to do is Night Aspect, aka Hannister. And I'm actually going to go back to the collector sideboard because I'm going to try and probably change the Shifting Earth to Naclateo. I mean, I'm down. You know, yeah, if you're on PSN and everything like that, sure. You know, just send me your ting. You know, like, and I'll even if it's not like, you know, the usual trio thing, like I don't mind doing a duo run and all that stuff. You know, that could be a nice little way, you know, to end things off. Q. Anyway, you got a lot of that stuff. Hold on. Let me see if I can find you. So I'm gonna have to blue screen you guys for a little bit, but yeah, give me a sec. Oops, wrong button. Q. Eva. Eva. Poppy. Poppy. All right. Oh, if you don't mind, I kind of want to. You don't mind if I host the thing, do you? Unless you've already got Hellister or something like that. Okay, well, give me a sec. All right, hold on. Give me a sec. Switch to the 2-player. We'll invite member. Da, da. All right. Yeah, I usually do a thing where it's like I try to bring in that area for the final boss and everything. You know, so that would just get so that we can have like the auto revives just in case something happens up. All right, so does he seem to be ready to go? Go ahead and do the thing. I guess I guess we will be the Underrater. This random name I came up with. One time when me and my friend Onyx played together, and he played. I think it's like he played as Undertaker, and I played as Raider at one point. Trust me when I say that this ain't my first rodeo. Like I've beaten this game like so many times, that, to the point where I platinumed it, like base game and DLC stuff. And I know how and I know how the Undertaker itself works. All right, let's see what kind of RNG we're gonna get for this bitch. Let me see. Oh, you're rocking double balancer relics. Okay. And if you want to lead, that's fine by me. I do not mind. I do not mind following a lead. I'm away. Okay. As one, I usually just do that. I usually do that where it's like, if I come across a little camp thing like that, I always try to get at least like one level in. I'm away, Mr. Alexander Reject. Okay, bow with rain arrows, sure. Nice hit. Battle Emma. It's fine, we got them overalls, and that's what matters. Alright, I'll be there in a sec. Magic. Yeah, you don't have to apologize, for that. If it comes up, it comes up. Not enough to get this level. What the fuck? What happened? You went from full health to this. Oh. If it's a duo, then I don't know if we should be fighting them right now. Oh, look, and the Rudders bitch ass is over there. Yeah. I mean, you really want to do it? Ow. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this because now we got Loretta here. Yeah, we ain't gonna be able to do this. We got fucking Loretta here along with the duo, the Godskin duo. Unless if you want to restart the run, I don't mind. I mean, I know I'm gonna have to like, you know, like I know I have to like re-invite you or whatever, but let's go ahead. Let's just do the thing. You know, I'll re-invite and everything. We'll just say that's like we'll just say that that was a bad start. Cause to me it's like, you know, having like facing the Godskin duo at such a low level like that. It's like, I mean, you know, call me crazy, but it's not really that confident, man. Like if it's fucking like crystallings and whatnot, then it's like, you know, yeah, both of them and Loretta's bitch ass. It's like, no, thank you, no fucking thank you. All right. Yeah, unfortunately. Alright. Invite member again. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah. And it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you know, you try and you think it's one of those things where like, you know, people like try, you know, to like back up, like go as far as way to Niagara or whatever boss is there. So, but you know, it is what it is. Barn. Yep. We'll just call that first damn thing a mulligan. But yeah, seeing as how you have the double balance relics and everything like that, it's kind of a funny thing too because the next idea that I had for a Night Rain playthrough was going to be a double balancer Duchess run. And I have found like something that I think is going to be nice where it's like I have like a I think it's like improved her character skill thing, starting on with Frost and initial standard attack for, you know, for the other one. Well, Dutch is one of my other characters I like playing around with from time to time, you know, and just, you know, I'm just kind of like, you know, wanting to see how things are, especially like, you know, with playing like doing double balancer runs and all that. So, okay, so we got church here, we got holy place there. Oh, you want to go to the fireplace, huh? All right, bet. If you want to go fire, we'll light the place up. I gotta say, Ava, or you know, but you are probably one of the most ballsiest people I have met when it comes to playing Night Rain. You know, it's like, you know, usually people like, you know, go for like or go for like you know, like the little camp thing first, and then, you know, go for a boss. But you just nah, you going right to it. I can just hear like the woof. Again, I got axe. I got axes to grind. People have very good questions too. But yeah, like I said, like, you know, you definitely are pretty ballsy, and I say that in like, you know, in the nicest way I can, you know. Because so many people will like, you know, will do a thing with like, oh, I'm only gonna like get to level 2, and then maybe like, you know, head up, like a boss area thing, and then hit finally be able to hit level 3. I mean, I say like at most, it's a way to to like get at least your first level in. But I mean, but it's like the old saying goes, to each their own. If you have like if you have your own little game plan, stuff like that, I can highly respect it. Ibushi. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, one's down. Alright, you got the other one. Alright, number 5. We won't go now. Like I shall follow the Undertaker. Ew, that's a bell-bearing hunter. Fuck that. Big fuck of that noise. Yeah, no, yeah, it's a hell of a sight to see, is it not? Oh, BBH himself, Mr. 21st century, Darth Vader person. Like, okay, can you guys, just, fuck off. Ah! Kill also weapons. Damn. I saw like Great Hammer thing. All of a sudden it's like now, and all of a sudden like now I see a poisoned rotten great axe. Oh god, what's it gonna be this time? Okay. Here goes this. Sorry about that. Whoopee. Like, hey, everything boing. Damn it. So I go for my character skill. Doggy. Well, good news is I got a holy weapon. Oh. Yeah, at least I got a little holy weapon. And it's a great hammer too, so I can get some HP. Miss be old gotten. Drama! Damn it. Nice too. I think I must be old gotten down there. Beep. Is history. Got fucking Vikes War Spear. And I'm not even facing Libra. Fake fuck. Hey. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind using that, you know, but it's kind of one of those situations where it's like, it's kind of one of those things though, it's kind of one of those things though where the situation calls for it. You know, so like say for example, you know, if I was to deal with like, you know, Libra himself or, you know, Caligo maybe. Alright, he's poisoned and marauded. Ah, here he goes with this shit. Nice. Great hammer! So I got two holy weapons. Oh, I got two great hammers with two holy weapons. They're both holy. Holy, 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 holy. What's this way? Going from military burial, watchdog cat things to into the cave of wonders. Another bench. Wow. Oh. The one time I don't mind giving up a Physics Stone 2. So now I got a Great Club. I got a club that's also great and everything, man. You have no idea. I am out of heals now. I don't like the look for this. Run, run, run. Ah, oh, god damn it, it went away. I didn't get my heals. I couldn't get the thing in time. I hate that shit, man. I really do. And I'm down. No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. It was a bit of a risky play, but... Oh, look. Look who it is. Yeah. Probably gonna have to be careful because, like I said, I have no heals whatsoever. Yes, focus your attention on me, Godric. Pay attention to don't pay attention to the thing that's like trying to that's right behind you. Fuck yeah. And we'll get a little new HP. There you go. Holy ground, low HP. But yeah, you don't need to apologize. You know, it's not you, it's the game. You know, as that old saying goes. You know, it's like, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game type of thing. I forgot, I was one-handing this thing. Cheat. Alright, you know what? Get in my face. Get on the mic, face. Oh no, is he back again? I guess he's back. Back again. Darth Vader's back. Tell a friend. Oh, there's Black Blade Kindred as well. Lovely. Here we go, on the thing. That's not about to mess with the lake, did he? A little bit of delay landing there. Oh god, I can only wonder how many Night Invader things there are. Oh, they're okay. You going past it? Okay. That is fine enough for me. I'm actually gonna get rid of the grit hammer, the great axe, Raider's great axe, cause I don't need it. Whip, 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 whip. What's Zoe doing? Oh, doing more ever jails. Ah! Look who decided to show his face. Like, look who it is. Of all the fucking times. I kinda had a feeling from from that. Like I had the curious feeling of that. I'm gonna go here. Take care of that. That's it. At level 11. I guess you're going to say fuck Libra at this point. He's like fuck that go. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get there in time to that Evergel. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to that Evergel in time. Not liking the odds. Okay, I was trying to believe. I just hope it's something that we can actually deal with. Alright, what is it? Alright, they be dead. My everything's burning. I'm burning up in this bitch. And my biscuits are burning. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is probably like the first time that I've actually tried to do a thing where it's like, oh, you know, we're not gonna, you know, take care of Libra's, you know, stupid ass case, and we're gonna, you know, we're gonna be having that little gap on our health. I told the story before, but since you're new, but I know since you're new here and everything. Once upon a time, I was doing a Guardian playthrough, and we actually had Noclateo, and it was actually against, you know, we were actually going up against Hellister. I was doing a thing at the time where it's like, I was doing a Guardian run, and I was doing everything, and like we were on day 2, and we were so far into the city, and all of a sudden, fucking Libra, you know, all of a sudden, fucking Libra, you know, made his presence felt, cursed all of us and hurt half their health. And by the time we were like, you know, leaving and everything, the storm was basically rolling in, and like basically like the storm was rolling in and everything, and before we could even think about possibly, you know, going to go pay off the debt and everything, he was so far into the storm that that he left. I was like, I don't know if I want to face Hellister as Guardian with my health cucked like it was. So maybe we all ended up leaving. One thing I hate though about not only because of the not only with like the health, but like the fucking darkness. We got the double thing. I love it. Ew! Oh hey. Hey. You want Marcus hammer? I'll keep it. I'll hold on to it for right now. You know, so that we go to, you know, to make some progress. You know. I also got epic restoration upon landing attack too, so you can pretty much be able to spam the bejesus out of that. We'll take that instead. Here I come, hopefully. What's this? What's this? Here's maximum stamina. Alright, here I come. do it again. Ow, you bitch. He's trying to whip a nay-nay on me. He's whipping his nay-nay. He's nay-nay whipping. Oh no. Hey! Ow. Ow, ow. Oh. Get that. Power gained. Running. Oh my god, fucking motherfucker's like right there. Get out of the way! I had to use my fucking all to get him out off the fucking Yeah, we know, fucking demon the parts. Ah, I'm dead. I'm down. I'm growling. Don't come get me. Don't come get me. I don't have a whole lot of health. Yeah, I'm gonna go down. Yep. Just go. It's fine. At least I'll have a nice refill of the flask. Yeah, that storm we're gonna pick up eventually. It's gonna be like it's gonna just do a whole lot of damage and everything. Oh, lovely. Yeah, hammer. Right here. It's got FP on it as well, so... I have unfortunate history with this fucking boss. I could not stand him in Dark Souls 3, and I still can't stand him now. Ow. Oh, you fucker. Bitch. And stay dead next time. Okay. Alright, so you got Mark's hammer. No, because the storm is like is gonna do a lot of damage and everything. Like it's gonna hurt a lot. So as much as I want to, it's like I couldn't. I don't want to run the risk. The only way I probably would do is like if I had like that HP upon like losing runes or whatever. I mean, you say that, but like the last times I've tried doing that, it's like I could never get like my thing back. It's like always like it does so much damage, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm level 14. You know, I got some nice stuff. So speaking of, I'm trying to think like. I only have enough to afford one fucking fire pot. I will say this will be quite the clip if someone wants to be able to do it. Like I said, I have never gone into a Hellish fight with my health cut like it is. Ow. I literally hit the dodge button, game. Give me that. Bitch. Ow. Fuck off. fact that that shit missed. Fuck. What's the, I have no idea what the effect is. Ow! Ow! I hate this move! Heal, please. I'm out of heals now. Ow! I tried to just focus on him. Ow. Hold on. What? Ah! Fuck yeah. Ah. That was chaotic. Ah, gee fucking jeez, man. Like I said, so I'm just going to say this right now. You know, this might be sound like a skill issue, or you know, like it sound like I'm a pussy or whatever. But like, I would never want to go into a fight usually like that where my health is fucking cut. You know, like I usually like having myself like full everything as much as possible. But goddamn, we did it. Just listen, man, listen to the sounds of this armor. Alright, for Night Lord, I'm gonna let the cutscene play just a little bit, but I'm not gonna let everything go through because we're seeing the billion gajillion times. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, I can understand, some people like, hey, it's a bit like, just think of it as like a challenge, something that you can go like add to your little resume or whatever. It's like, oh, I beat this boss with my health, like, cut in half, or, whatever, or however much it fucking does. But yeah, other than that, though, I'm gonna say that's pretty much gonna be it for the Havel Raider adventure. Yeah, like I said, that was definitely quite the ending there. Well, I'm glad you had fun, and I'm also glad that you decided to partake a little thing with me because I don't usually get people that or the bell and be like, hey, let's do it. Oh no. Son of a bitch, he took our shit. All the more reason why, all the more reason to hate that fucking goat. Yeah, that I can 100%, I can a million percent agree with that. He don't deserve shit. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'd say for this run. But yeah, um, I guess I'll go ahead and show off the next little build idea. So yeah, this is the idea that I'm gonna be trying to do probably like next time, which is I'm gonna be doing a double. I'm gonna be doing a Battles for Duchess playthrough, and this is the blue Grand Drizzly scene that I managed to have, and it's probably the best one I can get out of all the other stuff that there is because the way because like with the research stuff that I've done, the thing about like having it was like, oh, if you want to do like a double balancer Relic Duchess, try to do a thing with like improving her character skill attack power, which originally like the thing I saw with like from one of her remembrance items and all that. I saw that. That's one of the things I looked at when we first loaded in together. But yeah, speaking of the double balancer Evergel stuff, hopefully sometime in October, which will be a month of my birthday month, I'm going to be doing a thing that I call the Meta Raider, where I play as the Raider, and I have the double balancer relics, and I have the yellow relic, where it's like I have like Storm Sword Key, Evergel, attack power increase, and treasure on the map. But but yeah, that's not going to be for quite a while though. All right, going to turn them back into the Onion Raider, and then I'm going to change my name. I was gonna say I was gonna change my name back, but I think I have to disband the team in order to do that. All right, well, enjoy your cooking and everything like that. And thank you so much, Ava, for not only stopping by but also kicking some ass with me on Night Rain. I really appreciate it. You know, hopefully maybe we'll see each other again and we'll do it again someday. Who knows? All right. Well, I probably will. I probably might be doing a second stream today, but it won't be like it won't be Night Rain. It's gonna be just some classic Doom. But yeah, we'll see next time whenever that happens. Okay. So now that we've done that, I'd say for right now at least. I think I'll just have it. I think I'll just use that, the Will of Raiders, I call it. All right, but yeah. So even though it wasn't a trios thing, but I don't mind, for having ended the whole thing in the duo run, because still killing some boss in some sort of way. But we're going to go ahead and end it here for right now. And I hope everyone has enjoyed the randomness of that is Elden Ring Night Rain with the Havel Raider. Like I said, next time I do this, I'm going to probably be doing Battles for Duchess, double Battles for Duchess build and everything. So yeah, I'm just taking some care of some stuff on my PC side of things. Because I have this thing that pops up that I can't be able to get rid of. If I try to install the thing that it was. The AMD Catalyst Install Manager. Even though I've done that shit like so many times, and it's like no matter if I, cancel the thing or go through it, it still just not want to go away. But yeah, but yeah, like I said though, like I will be doing like a handful of playthroughs of Night Rain along the way. Some of them are going to be involving like double balance for relics for some of the characters, not all the characters, but some. I have like some ideas on. I have some ideas on like what characters I'm gonna probably do double balance or relic runs with, starting with Duchess. I will probably be doing an Undertaker thing at some point as well. Yeah, I just want to get rid of this fucking thing. It's like it always pops up at the most randomest of times, and it's like and it's always like a fucking hassle, to like be like, hey, just fucking cancel it or whatever. It's like if I cancel it or try to go through with it or whatever, it's like yeah. Come on. So you can get off this thing, so I can be able to. Yeah, bear with me, guys. I'm having to fucking get rid of this thing that's on my computer that comes up every now and then when I least expect it, and it always takes its sweet ass time for me to be able to fucking get rid of it. Alright. Alright, so there's a raid message right there, in case if anyone's lurking out and about and everything like that. I don't know exactly who we're gonna raid, but I usually do the raid. I usually try to take care of the raid stuff first, and then I go on Twitch via mobile and see what happens. Alright. Do that. Motherfucker, I thought you fucking left. Like you fucking, we're gone. It's like it goes away and it comes back and it's like, oh, you haven't gotten rid of me yet. Huh, this person is apparently going to be doing regular Elden Ring, I believe. Of course, I gotta wait. Give me the fucking ads. Fucking get off the thing, please. Anyway, I will say, like, how long is he gone for? Supnik a cup. Quite the name that is. Alright, seriously, as soon as I can get rid of this thing, as soon as I can be able to fucking, post that type in my chat, or the fucking browser doesn't, decide to freeze up. Yeah, damn it. I gotta fucking wait. Cause if I fucking attempt to to do something like that. It's probably gonna like close my whole browser. Now I have to bring it back up and go to my twit or go to my chat box shit. I really hate when this shit happens. It's like try to like to like interact with my damn like my browser shit and all that, and it's like we're just like oh it's gonna freeze, not respond, freeze, not respond. We're going. Like I literally can't. I literally can't really do anything right now, and it's pissing me off. Can I fucking like type like get in my chat box please? Thank you. Spoonnik, Spoonnik, SP, double O. Yeah, it's like I'm literally typing in my chat, and it's like it's. You're fucking. I hate when it does it. This is another thing I hate too. It's like I'm literally I literally put some of my try to put some of my chat, type some whatever, and it's like like it's not doing the thing. It's like it's not doing the thing, and then like it's freezing, and it's like I feel like it's gonna fucking you know do all this that and the third. Spoon and cup. Stop with the fucking freezing. Oh my god. Spoon and spoon in a cup. ACUP. Get the P in there. So every time I think it's gonna do something, it's like it just fucking it's all delayed and shit. I am so sorry, guys. This shit normally doesn't happen. It's just like I said, I don't know what the fuck's going on. My browser is just being an absolute piece of shit right now. Trying to like fucking like spell the thing out and whatnot. The person we're gonna try and raid, but it's just like like it's really freezing, not responding, and not giving me the fucking thing. Because what I'm gonna be what I'm trying to hopefully do, as well, is fucking, like clear the chat before I try and do my raid. But I can't be able to do anything right now, because I can't build to, I can't build fucking interact with my chat box. So fucking frustrating. It's like, I think I'm wanting to do this raid and everything like that, see if I can actually raid to this person, But it's like, it's like my shit's giving me issues. To the point where it's like, I can't build type mode, I can't build type. Get rid of the extra P. Get rid of the extra P. Now we're gonna go here. Hopefully. Like all this, all this trying just to do a fucking raid. And like I said, my fucking browser's wanting to be a bitch and a half. My browser's wanting to be a bitch and a half. It's like always fucking freezing at the most randomest of times. And everything. Bring that down. I'll show you, bring it down. Go here. Alright, can we do this raid? Alright, looks like we can. Alright, so I'll see you guys hopefully later on today at most. If not, then it might be on Thursday. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all hopefully in the next video or live stream. But until then, as always, please take care of yourselves and have a good week or weekend.